Vedant here from Global Comedia. Introduce yourself to everyone.
My name is Michael Jordan. Currently play for the Cincinnati Bengals, and I went to The Ohio State University for college.
Well, first of all, I'd love to say it's awesome to see you back in your community, giving back. Today's a special day, uh, Juneteenth, something that was passed, of course, by the president to be a national holiday. So it's amazing to see things like this going on this day. First and foremost, Father's Day is coming up tomorrow, and I believe this will be your first Father's Day as a dad. How special is that? How excited are you for that?
Man, being the father, there's been no greater experience. I'm sure your dad can tell you. It's like you literally get to relive your life through someone else's eyes, and you are responsible for shaping how that person thinks and what they do. Really, just guiding them in this world, because as you know, the world's a very dark place. But if you give them some sort of light, they'll be able to make it out through clean.
Absolutely, and I think that's the message with kids, right? Kids can do anything,
Yeah.
and we always look up to our fathers. Your namesake, of course, is the basketball legend, and there was a documentary that came out, The Last Dance. One of the things he's famous for from that documentary is saying, "I took that personally," which you could look as a good thing, right? You want use that as motivation. Of course, this year some things happened. There were some obstacles. A particular play, Joe Burrow gets injured. You said you're going to take that personally and kind of use that as motivation to go to the next season. You've changed around your diet, worked a lot harder. How excited are you to kind of prove that this is where you belong coming up in this next season, year three?
It's all I've been waiting for, man. It's really, if I'm given the opportunity, I'm gonna take full advantage of it. Not really gonna comment too much about it because anyone can talk, anyone can do it. It's all about action. So I just want to strictly be about actions and not no talking.
Now, I know this season, early on, Thursday Night Lights, you get to play against your former coach, Urban Meyer. How special will that game be just because of that
Man, I'm
connection?
gonna try to kill him, man.
Hey,
I'm gonna, I'm gonna try to run it up on him. He's trying to score 100 if I can. That's what he would do. That's what he's trying to do to me. So I'll do the same thing right back.
there you go. It's all you learn from the same place, and there's a lot of interesting connections with you. I know when you grew up, and it was in Ohio. One day at your elementary school, some of the Bengals players who are now legends came over. Chad Ochocinco, Carson Palmer. Years later, you're on the Bengals. How special is that connection? Going from being a little kid, seeing that team to
It
suddenly
makes
you're
you,
wearing the colors.
it makes you extremely grateful for where you're at in your life. Not too many people can say they lived out their dreams 100% to the fullest and accomplished the things that they wanted to. And I played for Ohio State, and I'm really thankful. I thank God for that. And I played for the Bengals as well. I had no other wishes, and I got both of them. It's very rare, and I'm super thankful. And I just want to, show my thankfulness by doing things like this and giving back to the community.
And I want to ask, how special is that to be able to see these kids light up when they see the guy like you? Because you're the person we look up to. You set the stage. How special is that to see these little kids coming out here and saying, "I'm gonna be like you one day"?
It's you can kind of see yourself, in every younger kid because there's phases to getting to several journeys in life. I'm sure you experienced hardships starting at 11 years old. You said um, everyone they think that you're some perfect person or you have no mistakes. And I've literally been telling the kids all day today. Nobody sees the dirty work. No one sees how much work it actually took to get to where I'm at or to continue to build up where I'm at right now too.
Right.
No one knows the amount of work, how much extra work I put in. I don't need to post it. I don't need to do any of that. I just need to go along the journey I've been given and just be thankful for it.
I want to do the segment with you. I do with a lot of my guests on the show and with some of the good interviews, and that's called Flip the Switch. I have the person I'm talking to asking me a few questions, so I'm gonna hand that over to you and let you ask a couple questions now.
It's pretty unique. So how'd you come up with Flip the Switch?
Man, it was a segment. I always wanted to be different with my show. I always wanted to be different with Global Comedian. It's something you don't see a lot. I'm actually some coach Roy Williams, who's
Okay.
congratulations on retirement from North Carolina coach. But something with that question. It's one question you wish you could ask the press. So it's one of my favorite things to do. Just to engage.
Who's the coolest person you interviewed or like the biggest, someone that you're a huge fan of, someone that you got to interview?
So I'd say my favorite interview is probably with the people who are the least clout you could say. That's these kids from the Special Olympics. It's just cool. There's a special connection there. There's a special type of
Yeah.
passion and energy you don't get anywhere else. That's my favorite. Now,
Well, those kids, they take everything. Like, they work so hard. And I was talking about this last night with a friend, but they work extremely hard, and sometimes you gotta let them know, like, it's okay to fail. You're gonna struggle, and then they see the positive in that, and they keep working hard. It's unmatched. A lot of people are so one-track minded. They're not.
exactly, and I think that can inspire a lot of people. So I'd
Yeah.
say that's number one. But as far as some of the names in football, just to name a few: Patrick Mahomes, Saquon Barkley, Deion Sanders. You know, just all sorts of guys. And it's just cool to hear the life lessons, especially
Yeah.
guys who have played and been there, done that, and can teach you something. That's the best. Like this right now, where I'm getting to learn a little bit.
So, what is the number one thing that you learned so far in your life so far? Number one lesson.
I'd say you just said it. You know, failing is okay. It's not okay, but it's something that you can learn from,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And everything that went wrong has taught me something to go forward. And
Well, it's not. When I say okay, one thing I want you to understand is that it's about acceptance, understanding that this is where you are. If you don't like your situation, you got to come up with a way to get yourself out of it. You got to change it. You got to come up with a solution. You can't just wallow in it.
right,
And you can't just be upset about it. Okay, this is what happened. How do I change it? I don't like this. I know I don't. How do I change it? So that's what I meant by okay. I'm not actually be okay or
right. You don't
content.
strive
with
to
it.
fail.
You don't strive. No one strives to fail.
You strive for greatness, and you learn along the way. And I think that's what guys like you can teach. So I appreciate that.
No problem. No problem, man.
And we got to leave everyone on a fun little note here. Do you want to hit them with a little dance move to end it all?
Dance move. No, I'm not really a dancer. I'm not really a dancer, dog.
You want to hit the wall with me real quick?
The well?
Let's do it with you.
I mean, sure.
All right, let's go. There you go. We're going to leave it at that. I appreciate you, man.
Let's see.
Y'all go check him out. Year 3 coming up.
Thank you guys. Thank you for